Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are diving back into the world of Warhammer Odyssey with a little beta update, and we're going to break down some new images. Now, if you don't know what Warhammer Odyssey is, it is a new MMO coming out for mobile based upon the fantasy universe of Warhammer. Now, if this is a game you plan on playing and you don't have your own merch company ready to go, you should join the official Action RPG Discord. I will put the link in the description below. We already have multiple players signed up there, myself included, so that right when this game drops, you will have a group of people dedicated to being with you. So if you want to play Warhammer Odyssey and you do not have a group of friends, join my official Action RPG Discord. Link in the description below. Okay, let's talk about this game. So right now I am on mmorpg.com. Title of the article, Closed Beta for Warhammer Odyssey starts later this month. It looks like closed beta for Warhammer Odyssey is set to go live sometime later this month. The information comes from the official Discord, as was reported by Droid Gamers and Pocket Gamers. I'm actually on the official Warhammer Odyssey Discord, so I saw this when it dropped. A screenshot of the Discord message was posted on Reddit, and it reads, Warhammer Odyssey will be available to a limited group of players starting around the end of July. We'll start reaching out to potential testers next week, and now to show you latest in-game screenshots from the play test. I hope to be one of those people that they reach out to, but unfortunately it looks like for this closed beta, you will not be able to disclose any of the information. So it does kind of suck, but I do want to get my hands on this game. The Discord message then includes several screenshots of in-game menus, combat scenarios, and alike. An example of one such screenshot is above. However, at the time we are unsure how the invites will be sent out or through which criteria the team will select players. Now, basically the only information that they have put out on the Discord is saying that the people that are most active on the Discord will get invitations. So basically they're looking at the most eager, the people that have been around and been a part of the community since the beginning. So, but again, yeah, we don't know how it's going to be sent out. They didn't say how they're going to reach out or any specific criteria. They're just looking for active Discord users. Okay, so let's take a look at the images and break down what else they showed us. First image, and what we are looking at is a combat scenario for the Witch Hunter, which is a human DPS class. Now again, if you're new to MMOs or even mobile MMOs, this is not a game where you play up and down. You will actually turn your phone sideways and play with your thumbs. That's how most people do it. But this game is, you will see, it's not like this, it's like this. Okay? Now, looking at the UI or user interface, we're going to just kind of go through the different things on the image. We'll just start with the top left. Now, obviously this is me guessing, educated guesses, because I'm not 100% sure, but I would guess that all this is based upon friends and chat rooms. So this is how you're going to, chat, and this is how you're probably going to do like your, emotes and things inside the game. This is all going to be based upon communication, probably to your merch company as well. Now up here, I really like that they I call it the Street Fighter setup. So, they don't have the health and the resources at the bottom like most MMOs and action RPGs have. They have it at the top, like Street Fighter. So the red would obviously be your life, and then here, you probably didn't notice this, but this is actually two separate bars. The blue is probably a form of resource, and then so is the yellow/orange. So on here, that's probably mana, and then this one's probably like some kind of rage or I don't know, some kind of yellow resource as well. And then up here, this is a very low-level character. Not because it says number 4, well I guess it is because it says number 4, but also they don't have all their skills unlocked. And you will notice this in the later images. This is likely a level 4 Witch Hunter. Okay? Top right, you've got your map. This is your map button. It probably turns your map on and off. Simple guess. A lot of times you want as much screen space as possible, so if you do not need your map, you can deactivate it. But when your map's up, you've got your little arrow for where you are, and then it obviously points to whatever quest you probably have selected. This little book right here is your quest journal, and I do know that one for a fact, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then bottom right here, you basically have your main skill and then your other supporting skills. I would guess that this arrow means you could switch your skills to something different, and then this little thing right here is either a jump or a sprint button. It's likely sprint. Okay. Now, I didn't notice this at first, but you've got these 3 little lines here on the left. That is not a part of the map. That is likely your menu button. And I think that that button is what brings up the next image we're going to look at. And by the way, the visuals on this, remember that this is an MMO title. I mean, I don't think they're anything groundbreaking, but I do want you to take a look at the angle that they use, okay? It's almost like you're kind of, well, I guess on this one you're up a little bit looking down, but it's almost like you're standing there watching it. That's what I see when I look at this image. All right. Image number 2. Where are you? All right, so this is now your inventory. Same exact character. This is your witch hunter. Now over here, this game, of course, just like any other mobile MMO, is going to have some form of microtransactions. So you've got your shop, you've got your character, you've got your map, you've got your quests, you've got your settings. Now, in here as well, the way I know that that little book on the last screen is the quest items is because right here it shows it. That same book, quest items. So it's probably your journal for what you have to do. But on here, obviously, they have equipment selected. So when you're looking at your character, you will have some kind of headgear, some kind of chest, dual weapon, pants, boots, gloves, and shoulders. Now, some of these games you run 2 shoulders because obviously you have 2 sides of each shoulder. On here, you are only going to have 1. So this will be kind of your equipment slots, and then again, you have your stuff in here for chatting. And then it looks like for resources, I mean, it's pretty apparent. You've got copper, silver, and gold resources. And then I'm sure if you click this right here, it'll break down all your statistics. And if you click on actions, it'll break down all your skills. So inventory, skills, statistics based upon your character and its gear. Now, something that I found very interesting when I was looking at this is a search bar for your inventory. So normally you have a certain amount of inventory that you can hold, and then obviously you would sell it to various vendors, keep it in a stash tab, however you want to break it down. Where in this one, you can probably hold so much inventory on your character that they put a separate search bar in there. So you could search gun, boots, whatever the name of a certain class of item is, or maybe even, you know, suffix, affix, depending on how detailed the game is. So I did like this breakdown. It's fairly simplistic, but there's nothing wrong with that. I do like that there's lots of different items you could put on your character. And something really interesting is if you noticed, the items that they currently have selected shows on the actual character, which not all MMOs, believe it or not, do that. So on here, I mean, this picture of this hat is exactly the one on her. Same thing with the armor. And it like transfers pretty nice. So that image is a thumbs up. I like that one. The third image, okay? Let's go to number 3. So now on here, we now switch characters. We're done with humans, you know, like how boring is that? Let's go to the Dwarf Engineer, okay? And this is a ranged class. So now on here, I would guess again that now this is a level 12 character, and they are fighting some kind of boss based upon it having 3 skulls and level 20. So just looking at this, I would think that she's gonna lose. I mean, who knows? All the same menus. By the way, down here is where your thumb would go for actually moving. Like you're gonna have like a digital little kind of cursor to move around with arrows. So, but in here, she's fighting an elite class character, level 20. She's level 12. But the difference between this image, right? So you see the skills here, and the first image is in here. This character, level 4, only has 2 skills unlocked. Whereas this one has all 4. So obviously the higher you level, the more skills you unlock, so you can pick what you want to do, and you will basically get 5 actions at a time. You'll get your, I'm guessing this is the main attack, and then you've got the 4 here. But other than that, it's kind of the same. Now, one thing I don't know is up here, if you actually look at the picture of the character, it looks like a silver ring is filling. You see this? Maybe that's experience. It's most likely probably what it is, so she's halfway to level 13. But who knows? Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's some kind of special power or something you can do once it fills up. I'm not sure, but it's likely experience, but that is interesting. Now I gotta look. Was that in the first one? Go back. Nope. And this one, there is no ring around it. See? This is why we deep dive images. I know it seems so boring. Okay. Now, last thing I'm going to talk about, and then we're going to get out of here, okay? So 3 new images, beta coming in July. Now, look at the angle of these images. It's kind of, I mean, it's pretty close up. You can't see a whole lot of the terrain around you. And again, it's third person, but it's almost like you're standing there watching it. It's not very isometric top-down. Like, this is really third person. And when you look at the actual trailer for the game, by the way, here's the human witch hunter that we were just looking at. And then the third image right here is the Dwarf Engineer, who's a DPS support class. But check this out. So this is the little teaser video. I mean, it came out, it feels like eons ago. But look at the angle of the character when you match it to what we just looked at. In here, it almost looks like it's down looking up. So the angle is very important because when it comes to a mobile MMO, I don't know if I've ever seen a game with this angle as far as the shot of the character. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that does seem like it's going to take a little bit to get used to. It's not good or bad. It's just kind of different. Now, I don't know if it's going to be, because this does kind of look like it's, you know, you're looking up at the character. I don't think it's going to be at that angle. I think this is just trying to show off the environment. But again, when you look at these images, like, I mean, you're pretty close to the character. So, kind of take that for what it is. All right. Warhammer Odyssey. Beta finally coming. If you are looking for a group of active players or any just new gaming community to play this game, join my official Discord. The link is in the description below. I want to know what everybody thinks. Are you still excited for this game? Do the new images don't do it any justice, or does it make you even more excited to play? Are they moving too slow? Let me know any thoughts you have about this game. But that's it. I'm out of here. Stay home, stay safe, join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron.